Okay, so this is 6.4, day 1, part 2. Sorry, I had to cut off the first one because I totally messed up, but we're good to go now, I think. So what this is saying is if the degree of the numerator is greater than or equal to the degree of the denominator, you have to divide first. You need to use your polynomial long division to divide before you can do partial fraction decomposition. So in this case, we have the same degree, they're both squared, but we have a larger coefficient on top. So this is more than this. So we're going to divide, and I'm going to do it over here. So I have my 3x squared plus 12x plus 4, and I need to divide by x squared plus 2x. So hopefully you remember how to do this. I take a look and I say x squared goes into 3x squared how many times? Well, you have to multiply it by 3. And then I'll take 3 and I'll multiply it by my x squared, so 3x squared. And I'll take my 3 and multiply it by my 2x, which is 6x. And I need to subtract both of those. So I have nothing here. This becomes 6x. And I bring down my plus 4. I can't go any further. So to finish rewriting this, it looks like my 6x plus 4 is going to be over x squared plus 2x. So this fraction here is what we're going to decompose. This 3 is actually going to be part of your answer. And you will come up with this decomposed. So I will rewrite that 6x plus 4 over x squared plus 2x. So I will look for my denominators by factoring. So if I take the denominator of this and factor it, I take out an x, left with an x plus 2. So that means I have an x and an x plus 2. And I have an A and I have a B. And I will also write that up here so it's all set up. I'll just fill in my A and fill in my B. So I will start with my numerator here, set equal to A will need to be multiplied by x plus 2. And my B will just need to be multiplied to x. I will distribute that A through AX plus 2A plus BX. I will group my x's, my x terms, AX plus BX plus 2A. And that I'm going to factor out my x, so I have A plus B, and then I have my constant of plus 2A. I'll bring down my numerator, my left side of my equation here, and my A plus B, which is what's being multiplied to my x, has to be equal to what's being multiplied to my x over here. So A plus B has to equal 6. Wow, I'm just making that worse. And then my 2A has to equal 4. So this is nice and easy. We don't have to do any elimination or anything crazy. We can just divide by 2. And I get A equals 2. And if A equals 2, then B has to be 4. So I'll go ahead and I'll plug those in for my A and my B. And this is my answer. I'll do one more because it looks a little funky. All right, I'll just keep scrolling. Looks like we're going, this is improper, so it looks like we're going to have to, I was trying to erase some space, but never mind, I guess I won't. We're going to have to divide. So I'll just divide up here, because what else? What will I do with this space? So I have x to the fourth minus 3x cubed plus x squared minus 9x plus 4 divided by x squared minus 4x. I take a look at my x squared and see what do I need to multiply it to get x to the fourth? Well, I need to multiply it to x squared. So I will write x squared up here, and then I will multiply that through. X squared times negative 4x is negative 4x cubed. Don't forget you need to subtract. So this actually becomes x cubed. And I'll bring down my x squared here. X squared needs to be multiplied to x in order to get x cubed. So now I'll multiply that through. X times negative 4x is negative 4x squared. We're subtracting. So this becomes 5x squared. And I'm going to bring down, my negative 9x. X squared times 5 is going to give us 5x squared. And negative 20x. I'm subtracting. So I have 11x and plus 4. And that's all the further I can go. So it's going to be 11x plus 4 over my x squared minus 4x. Okay, so that was kind of messy. So I think I'm going to just kind of erase some of this so I have more room. Ah, so much better. Okay, so far for the decomposition of this expression, we're going to have x squared. Oh my goodness. Plus x plus 5. And then we will have to have an a over something and a b over something. So we're going to take this part and decompose that. So I have 11x plus 4 is over x squared minus 4. If I factor that, I'm going to get, minus 4x. Almost left that guy out of there. If I factor out an x, I have x minus 4. So my denominators, I have no idea what I pressed there. I'm erasing more than anything. Good grief. Well, let me see if I can fix that. 11x plus 4. Okay, so my denominators are going to be, I'm just going to write my 11x plus 4 is going to be equal to a over x and b over x minus 4. (11x plus 4 is equal to, I'm going to multiply my a by my x minus 4 and my b by my x. I'm going to distribute that. I'm going to actually, I do not know why my pen keeps doing that. Holy moly. Okay. Aha. Let's change the color. All right, I am going to group my AX and my BX, and at the same time I'm factoring out my X, so I'm left with A plus B, and then I have my negative 4A, and that's equal to 11X plus 4, so my A plus B is going to equal, I'm going to set that equal to 11, and my negative 4A, that I'm going to set equal to 4. Well, it looks like A is equal to negative 1, and if A is equal to negative 1, then B has to be 12. So, my A is negative 1, my B is 12, and this is over X, and this is X minus 4, and there we go. Wow. Okay, luckily, I get to end this now. And I'll finish up with 6.4 day 2, and that'll take us through the rest of the week.